Yo, what's going on, you sodium lickers? It's Nick Daniel. I just had a Mr. Noodle. That's why I'm I'm full of sodium. What's going on? We're back again for some more online dating fails on our Ask Reddit. So without any further ado, let's get right into it here. We're just gonna plug right along here. So today we're gonna read one from Fen underscore Misting, and he writes or she writes or whatever it is, writes to us from 2 years ago. I think it's a girl. Matched with someone on a dating website before Tinder. So that's actually super interesting. Want to stop right there. That's actually, this is old because like Tinder's been around for a little while. I would probably guess about 9 years, so give or take. So it's interesting because it could have been like eHarmony, Plenty of Fish. You know what I mean? So you get some real greasers. Um, that's you know how it is. Got to talking, seemed like a chill dude. That's why I assumed this was a girl. Even though they were red flags. Oh, please tell me more. He insisted we were dating before we met. That's a no-no. And I wasn't allowed to talk to anyone. Okay, so like anyone else. So he wanted to be like exclusive as they chatted. So I got to stop her right there. So instantly to me, that would mean that the guy's possessive, controlling, and get out. I would just block him right there. Or tell him to have a nice day. I can't believe she's apparently agreed to meet the guy for a date. This sounds like a terrible idea. I'm just gonna tell you right now, like there's a lot of people on online dating, and she's a lady, as far as I can tell, on online dating. She's probably not having a hard time of getting bombarded by a few messages. You can rule people out pretty quickly, and then you can just go to the next one, right? And see if if they're any better. Like, don't feel bad if like, there's a couple red flags here, but just get rid of them. Like, just, I would do the same thing. Like, if I go on and there's maybe she's like a big drug dealer, I'm gonna be like, I can go message the next lady. Okay, it's not worth it, but it is funny. Okay, so agreed to meet up with him at a cafe by work. So I think that's a really interesting idea, and really good idea because you're meeting in a public location close to work. I guess is convenient for her, but it could be weird if she leaves and goes back to work. And I think that, and I did read ahead slightly about something about work, so I think there's going to be a problem, but we'll get to that here in a second. Organized with my receptionist, she would ring me at an allotted time and tell me I have to come back to work. No, 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 no. Oh, I knew that was going to happen, so I had an out. But that's a good idea, though. But just don't go to work. Just be like, hey, receptionist, call me. And then just like leave somewhere else. Because what if he followed her? All right, all right. Okay, but it's good chatting out. I like that idea because if it goes really bad, you don't have to feel so bad about it. You can be like, work's calling. Met with the guy for coffee, and it seemed well enough. Then my girl rang me. Oh, that's interesting. My girl rang me. So I told him I had to get back. I'm just confused about. Okay, so it was an allotted time. So if the day was going really well, I guess she could just hang up on the phone, right? But if she answered it, it wasn't going so well. That's what I'm taking away from this. This is the takeaway. That's what I'm getting. Okay. So I told him I had to get back to work. His response was, I've got my work van here. Do you want to jump in the back and have a quickie? I noped out of there and went back to work. So I mean, what does he do for like a work van? Was he like in the G squad? Can't. You don't need to know what that is. Man, that's greasy. Like I would have literally like almost considered like restraining order at that point. Like that's a really crazy question to ask on a first date. That guy really thought he was in a relationship. A couple months later, he ended up coming into my work to see my boss. I made polite small talk with him, and then when he left, my boss called me into her office to ask how I knew him. Okay, so that was just a coincidence. He literally just went in. It at this moment, it doesn't seem like he actually knew she worked there. Turned out he was married to my boss's niece, and I dodged a bullet. Wow. He was married, said to be exclusive after talking online on a dating website, and then brought up a work van to a coffee date and asked to get in the back and have a quickie. Married to the boss's niece. Yeah, she dodged a bullet. Update, sorry, leave you all hanging. Boss believed me, and we never spoke of it again. I was too embarrassed to raise the subject again because I believe my private life is private. And her, because I assume she kept that between her and her niece. My boss was also a black belt in jiu-jitsu and not the person to F with. Yes, I should have known better when he got possessive straight out of the gate, but I was young, insecure, and lonely. It's not a crime to want to be wanted, but good lord, was I a naive fool. I would definitely agree on the last line, but I think we've all been there. I've been there. Anybody's been there. We all get a little desperado, but that's terrifying. To know, like, I mean, like, women do that too, but like, just to know, like, that the guy you're gonna go meet, like, might look okay, date went all right, and then just to see that come out the gate, like, absolutely did this person dodge a bullet, and absolutely hats off to you on that one. So I gotta drop a deuce, but we're gonna come back and make some more of these. These are super entertaining. I'm actually really enjoying this right now. So thanks so much for watching. If you guys want to keep seeing these videos, I'll keep making them because I'm really liking the Reddit stuff, and I think it's really entertaining. So yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Okay, cheers.